I'm going to show you how to access your DVR by using an internet browser window using a web address. So in Taylor Street's case, we're going to put this web address in here, which is http://110.142.8.240:7788. That is the T1 DVR. For the T2 DVR, we just change one digit and make that 81. Okay, so let's go back to the T1 DVR and hit enter, and it will bring up this login screen. So what we do is key in the username, which is admin, and the password that I've emailed you. I'm not going to say this on video for security purposes, so I'll key that in now. I'm not going to save any password in browsers, and that's going to load up your cameras, okay, for your T1 site. Now you'll see here that we've named all these cameras down the left hand side, and they're actually named in here as well, so we can do a full view if we want to by double clicking on that, and double click again, it will take us out of that full view and it will load it up, so you can source through there as well. So let's have a look at playback. It's very simple. We click on playback button and that's going to load another page up, and this is in our playback page. So down here is our time clock, so this little black table is our clock. So if we want to have a look at something that played at say 10 o'clock, we'll line that 10 o'clock up to this yellow line here, and you'll see that that's lined up there now to 10 o'clock. We'll click on the screen that we want to use, and then we'll say we want to use, let's go look at unit 1 to unit 6, and then we push the play button. So if we come back here now, the time scale has moved while I've done that, so we'll just drag that back to 10 o'clock. And there we go, that's going to play now from 10 o'clock in the morning. And you might have an incident over that time, so you can actually see there, and it's ticking away, so you can see what your time's doing, and you can move it forward if you wanted to 10:25, or you can speed it up by using your little double arrow component there, and that will go 4 times speed as well. So that's now in 4 times the speed. On the DVR itself, it could be a lot quicker. So we can bring that speed back if we want to, back to standard half speed or quarter speed. We can stop it, we can play it in reverse, we can do any functionality in there on that. So if you see your time that you want to do, and you say, okay, I want a bit of that footing, we can do 2 things. We can start a clip, and we can stop a clip, and then that will actually put a link up where you can actually find that clip there, and you can click on that and go for that. I don't recommend that. I recommend download it, and the easiest way to do that is click on, we'll stop this for a tick, is click on this download button here. I usually like to use this particular tool here, the download by date. This you can download by file, but I go to download by date. Pick the camera that you actually want. So you want to say something happening in the dining room, and it might have happened on the 22nd at 1300. Yeah, okay, and we'll go back to the 22nd at, say, something between 1300 and 1330. We'll just go 1302 just so it's not such a long video to download. We go okay. You got to tick that which time period you actually want. Download that, and it'll actually download that bit of video now. It's actually reasonably quick for short clips, but obviously the longer the clip, the longer it's going to take to download the button. Now in this case, I've actually got this clip going up to my desktop, so that will come out of my desktop. So I'll wait till that to download and we can show you where that goes. So when you in this, I'll show you where you can actually set your downloads to go to, and then you can pass off to the authorities or view for yourself. So we're nearly there. Okay, so that's downloaded. So if we go down here, you'll find that my recording is going to be in there. So if I click on that, right hand click, In my case, I'm going to open it with VLC player. Windows just has players that open it anyway. And there we go. So there's your timestamp, 1300 It's in the dining room. You can actually see what's going on in that dining room as well. Okay, so I'm going to close that. Now, one question I do get when people do download a video saying I can't find it. Well, it's very easy to steer where you want that video to go. So you go into configuration. And I do recommend try and stay out of this section if you can, because this is where people make a mess of things. Go to system. Local. And then down here you'll have recorded file settings. So save recorded files to. So in this case you would click on that and say, okay, I'm going to save that to my desktop. And then save downloaded files to, same deal, click on that. I'm going to save it to my desktop. And save. So every time you then log into that now, in the future, when you download a file, it's going to actually dump it off into a file format like this up here, so you can actually go and view it and see what you want to do. So you can go back to live view from here. If you want to have a look at something more predominantly in a live view, you might want to go down to this, the activities room, for example. You can click on a single screen and then get into activities. And there we are there. Okay, so when you're finished, log out.